makes it easy, I can tell you that, you know.
I mean,
I still cannot memorize other things, but solve another. You don't have to be quick and fast, as long as you can, you know, bring it in your mind. That's all it matters. So we have discussed a little bit of the reason, and the the reason we have to remind ourselves, as I say, the Arabic is very deep and the grammar is dry, sometimes dry subjects. We have to keep giving us the reasons to come here. So one thing from our life stories, we found the reason. What about, does anybody know what's in the Quran? How is there anything Allah influences us? Do you know any ayah, anything?
I mean, Surah Muzammil, when Allah Ta'ala says to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you know, that read it slowly, that always inspires me because I tend to read. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That, that's obviously a good inspiration to actually, you know, take time, read with tartil. Yeah.
Mm.
What I found really amazing. And again, the reason for sharing this is our reason to come to the class every day, because there's direct information, direct ilham, inspiration from Allah in the Quran. And the more I discovered it, the more I could hold myself that, you know, when Allah is saying study this in its own language. Okay. So, Bismillah, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri. So today is the first lesson. The lesson is two parts. Our muqaddimah is introduction. We have a long introduction. We will understand the Arabic message from the Quran, why we should study Arabic. And at the end, we'll know Naw'a, Anwa al-Kalam. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all of you can. So Anwa al-Kalam. I will be using a lot more Arabic terminologies. Just listen, just hear, and try to memorize. Don't try to spell it out or make it complicated. Just listen. I will say the English and the Arabic, so you pick up. The purpose is to actually, within 1 year, within 7, 8 months, to make you independent of reading Arab books, maybe a little bit of Hadith. Okay, so these Arabic terminologies are there. They are not in English there. So I will be using the terminologies quite a lot. So Muqaddimah comes from Qaddama, but the field. So it's to introduction of a book or a primary level. There's many meanings. The foundational level of something. Anwa is the plural of Naw'a. Now means type, kind. Anwa al-Kalam. Okay. But part of the Muqaddimah is, look at this. Inna anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyya la'allakum ta'qilun. Now, why we're learning this verse? Because this is our reason, one of our many reasons. Okay, Allah has sent Quran in Arabic, Arabiya in Arabic. Allah sent Quran in Arabic. Then the clause Allah put is la'allakum ta'qilun. Can anybody see it clearly? Shall I make it big or?
That's
Slightly
fine.
big.
Okay,
Yeah.
exactly. I'll make it bigger, and okay, I'll take the bold font out so it's cleaner.
Just like that, no, it's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's more clear.
exactly. So Allah said that we have definitely sent Quran in Arabic. Then Allah put a clause, la'alla. Okay, la'alla is harf. What harf is it? Do you remember?
Jer?
Harf of nasab, la'alla.
Oh,
Yeah. La'allakum ta'akilun. Allah did not say so that la'allakum tafham at-tarjama. That la'allakum, so that you understand the translation of it. Allah said la'allakum taqilun. So it's a direct inspiration from Allah that Quran is in Arabic and you understand it in Arabic. And aqal is not faham. Aqal is not faham. Faham is the same word. My name Fahim comes from faham. Means to understand something uh, on a everyday level, casual level. But aqal is to internalize. You think with the reasoning. Okay. So ala allakum taqil. Is everybody with me? Following me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember, these are direct inspiration that needs us to be going. Because why we're learning this again in Muqaddimah? This is your reason that will put you to practice. When you feel demotivated, when you have worked all day with your kids or family responsibilities, no time, you remember this ayah that will put you to your ritual. Your ritual is sit down half an hour every day, practice. And the ritual will remind you the reason. Reason and ritual together will make you successful. Otherwise, all this time, the money you're investing, the time, most importantly, it will just be a waste. You have to do another course again. Remember, these are very important part of the class, and this is how I motivated myself. Okay, if you have a wish to become expert in Arabic, that is just an empty dream. You have to put the work in it. Okay, so wish and ritual has to be connected. That will give you the reason. So Quran in Arabia. Who knows the meaning of Quran?
The mostly read.
Yes. Ulama say it is something that is often recited. It comes from qara'a yaqra'u. Okay, qara'a yaqra'u. Quran comes from something that has to be read often and read by everybody. And Arabic. Who knows the meaning of Arabiya? Is there a meaning actually in, of this word Arabiya?
No idea.
The Arabiya comes, the Arabic or Arabiya is Arabic in English. Arabiya comes from Araba, and there are different variations on it. Araba, ya, rebu. What it means is something that has been made crystal clear, something that is solid in its explanation. La rayba fihi hudal. There is no doubt in it. So what happens is Allah is saying it is in Arabic, which is a precisely deep language, and precise language, deep language, it's crystal clear. And what is crystal clear and what is in a deep language? It's Quran. Then Allah is saying, la'allakum ta'qilun. So from the depth of this ayah, you can see that Quran is clear in the language which is Arabic, and then Allah is appealing us to learn this language. Okay, so that is Allah's direct inspiration from us, for us. Now, once we're inspired, is it hard or is it easy? Is there any ayah you know from Quran? Anybody? No?
I actually love the dua of Ashab-e Kahf. That really inspires me.
Okay.
That if we are really connected to Allah, that His mercy, His special mercy, He will help us, like listen to us, or in whatever way you can put it.
Okay. I don't have it in my memory, but obviously.
I remember the meaning. Allah Ta'ala, you know, Rahmat se nawaz. I just can't.
Yeah, from His special mercy. They were going to the cave.
Yeah, they were going to the cave. Yeah, that's my favorite too.
Yeah, it's very inspiring and it's very healing. It's really very healing.
I know which one. I don't remember which part of it, but I read it every Friday as well, so I know what you mean. Trying to remember that, but anyway,
it was like that.
Just give me one or two words.
Milla dunka rahmatan wa hayyi li ana, something like that.
No, yes. So Atika is inspired by that. So what happens is, now if Atika wants to understand the depth of the ayah in its wording, in reading a tafsir, is it easy or hard? So for most people, without knowing Arabic, they'll think it's hard. But look what Allah says. So Allah is saying, encourages by saying He made the Quran easy. Surah Al-Qamar. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Okay, so when Atika is inspired, Auntie Noshaba is inspired by some other verses or some other ways, then he or she approaches Quran and they find it really difficult. Maybe reading the translation makes it even more difficult because it doesn't make sense, translation, and it's very hard and weird old English, archaic English. But Allah says, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Anytime
Can you make it slightly bigger, please?
Okay, so, I'll make it bigger. Is this better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'll take the underlining out. Atika, you can see it clearly?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, وَلَقَدْ يَسْرَنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. Without going into tafsir, the simple translation is, I have definitely made Quran easy. So, is there anybody to remember? Now, look what happens when we know a little bit of Arabic. We know qad is emphasis, tawqid. But here there is a lam.
Double emphasis.
Double emphasis. You see, walaqad. So Allah emphasizes here twice, even at the beginning of the ayah. Then yassarna is making something easy. Yassarna what? Allah made what easy? Quran. Lid dhikr. Dhikr, to remember, to understand, to recite. You can put it for any form, any practice. Fa hal min muddakir. Then Allah could have said hal min muddakir, but Allah has used fa, which has many meanings, specifically for this ayah. This is an appeal, istitnafiyah. Fa al-istitnafiyah. Forget this terminology because you will not need it. This fa is not for then. Okay. Fa amma man a'ta wattaqa. It's not then. It is Allah is appealing. Allah is saying, I've made it easy. Now you must make an effort. Now you must try. It is not, okay, I've made this, so it happened automatically. It is on us. So far, and then hal. Is there anybody who will make effort? Which implied meaning is we should and we will make effort. This is how Allah keeps inspiring us. This is very important. Again, Allah said, Quran is in clear message, so we should try to understand. Then Allah said, I have made it easy. Then Allah says, this ayah. So once you've realized that it's easy, now the third part will be you pick up an ayah and you want to understand it deeply, because Allah said it easy, so you make your effort, right? So look what Allah says here. I think this is a very profound ayah. I love this ayah from day one. I discovered this. أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. Surah Al-Muhammad. Allah is saying, Afala, again, Zaid. Allah could have said Allah, but Afala, Allah is adding emphasis again. Ya tadabbarun al-Quran. Tadabbar means to ponder deeply, think about something deeply. So do not deeply think about Quran, or there are locks. Qulub is heart. There are locks on your heart. So if actually what happens if we do not ponder on the message of Quran, slowly over time, we just read Quran for ajr, and maybe that doesn't even happen in our children, our next generation, because we're busy after dunya, we're doing this and that. Because meaningless of anything, whether it's Quran or anything, you will not hold on to it. And when we can let go of our engineering books or for any books we have in our life, but if we let go of our Quran without understanding it, what happens is slowly there will be locks on our heart. What it means, we will become insensitive to our duties to family. We'll do sins, we will do wrong, zina, we'll do fasad in the society, and we will become insensitive to it, which is the case of this modern world now. You look at every family, Muslim families, non-Muslim families, it's all the same. In fact, Dr. Akram says the difference between Muslim families and non-Muslim families, we wake up in the morning, we say salam, and they just say good morning. And then rest of the day is the same. Television, Bollywood dance, Hollywood, and party on the weddings. We don't even know what is halal or haram, because we're chasing things that society has given us, not what Quran given us. That's why you have to do dubur. And when people have so much loss in life, or Allah teaches in different, then we start reflecting, okay, what have I been doing all my life? That's when Allah says dubur. Dubur is not just fikra, it's not thinking. It's dubur is you look back and you analyze the situation. Okay, it comes from dubur. So tadabbar. Tadabbar is doing something to yourself. Tafa'ul, family. Okay, tafa'ul, to do something to yourself and do with takalluf, do with hard work. Okay, so you think hard. Afala yatadabbaruna al-Qur'ana am ala qulubin aqfaluha. The reason I shared this in consequence is, so Allah first says the Quran is in Arabic, in clear language, so we should understand. Then Allah said, now we have made it easy for you to understand. Then Allah says, if you actually don't make an effort, then what happens? The result, your heart slowly become hard. Okay, one of the signs of modern day that men and women do not cry anymore is because their hearts have become hard. Okay? That's what ulama says. And Quran is always talking about heart. And also there's a metaphor here in it that the heart physically cannot be locked. The meaning is that you become insensitive to sins, you become insensitive to oppression and anything. And if you look around the Muslim world, non-Muslim world, people have become animals, literally, and constantly we have to, at least Allah guided us to come to this class. The more we stay in Quran, our hearts will become soft for our parents, for our children, for our neighbors. We will not think about what we are gaining from there. We'll think about what we can give. That's what Islam has always been. That's what Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam always done, to give others. No matter how badly we're treated, we give others. So that's the message of the reason we've gone through these 3 ayah. Did you like these 3 ayahs? Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. Now, why should we, the last one I wanted to share from the hadith is this one. So this encourages me to teach, and I encourage you all to learn and teach as well in near future. خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. Very important. This inspired me quite a lot to teach. So best of you are who teaches the Quran and learns Quran. It's in Bukhari. Okay. Now the inspiration is the other part of the inspiration. Now Ustad Numan is American. He's never been to madrasa. I think that was a big inspiration for all of us. Is that right? That we can also study something the ulama studied.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that's a big inspiration. And how did Ustad Numan get inspired? Question is that. He shares his life story obviously in different ways. One of the biggest inspiration Ustad Numan got is Sheikh Hamza Yusuf. Do you guys know Sheikh Hamza Yusuf?
No.
Yes, I've seen him on TV.
Sheikh Hamza Yusuf is, if you talk about Western Muslims,